Okay, everybody, we are now going to do my 20th game of my original Run of Jeopardy for the Super NES, in which I have won $600,000 so far. I would love to win more, as I'm trying my hardest to turn this original run into a $1 million run. And as I try to get started on that, here we go with the Jeopardy round.
Here are the categories.
We're going to be dealing with these as our 6 categories: history, bodies of water, rocks and minerals, physics, blue songs, and finally, world history. Okay. Good categories. I'd like to take blue songs for 100, please.
The answer is...
Where Fats Domino found his thrill. What is Blueberry Hill? Blue songs, 200.
The answer is...
Song in which Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. What is Blue Tail Fly? As mentioned, my current total is $600,000. Let's take blue songs for 300.
The answer is...
The Marcells hit number 1 in 1961 with a remake of this Rodgers and Hart song. What is Blue Moon? Blue songs, 400.
The answer is...
Thanks to Irving Berlin, Al Jolson found them smiling at him. What are the blue skies? Blue songs, 500.
The answer is...
Blue on Blue and Blue Velvet were 2 of this star's early hits. I'm gonna say who was Bobby Vinton? That's right. Okay, let's take Bodies of Water for 100.
The answer is...
Linda Ronstadt sang about a blue one. What is a bayou? Bodies of Water for 200.
The answer is...
Named for the Greek nymph Io, this sea is the deepest part of the Mediterranean. What is the Ionian? Bodies of Water for 300.
The answer is...
Rudolph, Albert, and Victoria are 3 of the Great Lakes on this continent. What is Africa? Bodies of Water, 400.
The answer is...
The Coral Sea is in this ocean. What's the Pacific? Bodies of Water for 500. Daily double. Bet it all. The Gulf of Bothnia lies between Finland and this other Scandinavian country. What is Sweden? 5 grand. Okay, let's take history for 100.
The answer is...
In 1502, he made his 4th and final voyage to the New World. Who's Christopher Columbus? Let's take history for 200, please.
The answer is...
In 1997, ownership of this British colony reverts to China. What is Hong Kong? History 300.
The answer is...
After 35 ballots, the House broke an electoral tie to make him president in 1801. Who's Thomas Jefferson? History for 400.
The answer is...
She did a hatchet job on bars and saloons in 1900. Who's Carrie Nation? Let's take history for 500.
The answer is...
This settlement was established by Antoine Cadillac on July 24th, 1701. And Rob had the nerve to lock me out. Detroit. Yeah, I knew it. Oh well. It's okay. At least I have $6,000 right now, so that's good. Keep going. World history for 100.
The answer is.
This French dynasty began with Henry IV in 1589 and ended with Louis Philippe in 1848. Sue. The Bourbons. The Bourbons. Physics 100.
The answer is.
186,282 miles per second is the speed of this. What is light? Physics for 200.
The answer is.
Count Volta invented this electric device common to cars and flashlights. What is a battery? Physics 300.
The answer is.
Röntgen wasn't sure what these high-energy photons were, so he called them this. What are X-rays? Let's take physics for 300, please. 400.
The answer is.
400. Dr. Edward Teller is often described as the father of this, though it displeases him. What is modern medicine? That's wrong. It's the hydrogen bomb, the father of the hydrogen bomb. That's okay. World history 200.
The answer is.
From mid-1948 to 1949, an average of 4,000 tons of provisions a day were being flown into this city. I'm going to say what is London. Or it could be West Berlin. I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to change my answer to what is West Berlin. Good thing I did. World history for 300.
The answer is.
The South African city was founded in April of 1652 as a supply station for the Dutch East India Company. What is Pretoria? No. I have no idea. Cape Town. Oh. Rocks and minerals 100.
The answer is.
Canine term used to describe rock collecting enthusiasts. What is a rock hound? Rocks and minerals for 200.
The answer is.
This mineral is crushed, powdered, and glued onto paper to make disposable nail boards. What is emery? Rocks and minerals for 300.
The answer is.
This landmark at the mouth of the Mediterranean is a large block of limestone. What is the Rock of Gibraltar? Rocks and minerals for 400.
The answer is.
In America the Beautiful, type of white gypsum used to describe the gleam of cities. What is alabaster? Oh. Rocks and minerals for 500, please.
The answer is.
Kimberlite, a mineral in which diamonds are found, was named for a city in this country. What is South Africa? Let's go back to world history for 400.
The answer is.
In 1866, Cyrus Field laid the first permanent one. Sue. Transatlantic cable. Physics, 500.
The answer is.
The centigrade temperature scale was named for this Swedish astronomer. Who is Celsius? Yeah, now the last clue.
The answer is.
In 1980, this country was readmitted to NATO's military wing after threatening to close U.S. bases. Sue. Oh, she doesn't know. Ha ha. Greece. Alright. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, I have 8,100. Rob is 1,400 and Sue 300, so she's going to go first in Double Jeopardy. And as mentioned, in 19 games, I have won $600,000. Double Jeopardy time.
Here are the categories.
Categories for Double Jeopardy are going to be U.S. Senate, Potpourri, Fairy Tales, Classic Cinema, Sea Cities, notice the letter C in quotation marks, and Sports. Alright. Sue, you're in last place. Let's start with you. Sea Cities for 200.
The answer is.
Batman and Superman would fit right in on the streets of this South African capital. Sue, you locked me out! Cape Town. Yeah, I knew it! Classic Cinema for 200.
The answer is.
In this epic, an angry Scarlet sees Rhett. What is Gone with the Wind? Let's go to Sea Cities for 400.
The answer is.
Named for a city in China, this Ohio town is home to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Sue! Stop locking me out! Canton, yep. Sports for 200.
The answer is.
The team of Pam Shriver and this champion have won more women's doubles titles than any other team. Sue, will you stop locking me out? Martina Navratilova, and I knew it. She just keeps locking me out. U.S. Senate for 200.
The answer is.
Number of senators from each state. What is 2? Sea Cities for 600.
The answer is.
You could stay at the Choo Choo Hilton in this Tennessee town. What is Chattanooga? Sea Cities for 800. Daily double. I'm gonna bet it all. Simon Bolivar was born and buried in this capital of Venezuela. What is Caracas? Sea Cities 1000.
The answer is.
After its destruction in the Third Punic War, the Romans sought salt on its site. Sue, will you stop locking me out? Carthage. Well, at least I got a daily double, so that's good. Alright. Fairy Tales, 200.
The answer is.
In Hansel and Gretel, Gretel ended up shoving her into an oven. Who is the witch? Let's go with Classic Cinema for 400.
The answer is.
Film supposed to have starred Ronald Reagan and Ann Sheridan instead of Bogey and Bergman. What is Casablanca? Classic Cinema for 600.
The answer is.
Chaplin finds fascism funny in this film. What is The Little Dictator? No. I always get this clue wrong. Oh well. It's the great dictator, not the little dictator. Ah. Oh well. Next clue. Potpourri 200.
The answer is.
According to John Keats, beauty is this, and this is beauty. And Rob locked me out. Truth. Yep. Oh well. It's alright. I have $16,000 more than he does. Fairy Tales 400.
The answer is.
This little man said, today I bake, tomorrow I brew. Next day I'll have the Queen's Child too. Rumpelstiltskin, and I knew it, but Robin Sue will not stop locking me out. Not let me get in on a clue. Potpourri 400.
The answer is.
It's declared when you're judged insolvent. Rob, you won't let me ring in. Bankruptcy, yeah. I know these clues, but these computer players will not stop locking me out. Fairy Tale 600.
The answer is.
This breakfast food rolled its way to safety until it agreed to sit on a pig snout. What is a pancake? Let's go with classic cinema for 800.
The answer is.
This Hitchcock film climaxes on Mount Rushmore. What is North by Northwest? Classic cinema 1000.
The answer is.
Often acclaimed as the best American film ever, it lost the Oscar in 1941 to How Green Was My Valley. What is Citizen Kane? Correct. Let's go with Potpourri for 600. Daily Double! Bet it all. In 1944, this Caribbean ruler appeared as an extra in Esther Williams' film, Bathing Beauty. Who's Fidel Castro? Potpourri for 800.
The answer is.
This round-eyed comic starred in Banjo Eyes, which happened to be his nickname, was Eddie Cantor. Potpourri 1000.
The answer is.
The odds are 35 to 1 of throwing a 2 or this other number in a single toss of the dice. What is 12? Up to 43 grand. Let's take Fairy Tales for 800.
The answer is.
Nationality of Aladdin, the boy with the magic lamp. What is Chinese? Fairy Tales 1000.
The answer is.
The little match girl was carried to heaven by this relative. Who is her grandmother? Okay, let's go with sports for 400.
The answer is.
In golf, a bunker is in a fortified position, but this type of hazard. What is a sand trap? Let's go with sports for 6.
The answer is.
Trick term for a player scoring 3 goals in one game. And Sue had the nerve to lock me out. It's a hat trick. Yeah, I knew it. U.S. Senate for 400.
The answer is.
The elected office held by the President of the U.S. Senate. Rob. It's Vice President. Yep. U.S. Senate for 600.
The answer is.
State once represented by James Buckley and Jacob Javits. Rob? It's New York. New York. U.S. Senate 800.
The answer is
Dan Quayle formerly represented this state in the Senate. Sue. Indiana. Right. Okay. U.S. Senate 1000.
the answer is
He was a president of the Screen Actors Guild before becoming California's Republican senator in 1964. Rob. George Murphy. Yep. Alright. Sports for 800.
the answer is
The only woman since Sonia Heaney to win the gold in ladies figure skating at 2 consecutive Olympics. Sue. Katarina Witt. Now the last clue.
the answer is
After the Atlanta Braves went on a 17-game losing streak in 1977, he made himself the team's manager. Who was Ted Turner? So I have 46,200, Sue 4,700, Rob 4,600. And we're going on to Final Jeopardy. A lot of money sitting in front of me right now. Category is business and industry. I'm going to do just 200 only. This automaker introduced the alternator, power steering, and the electronic ignition. I'm just going to say what is General Motors. But I'm guessing.
the final Jeopardy answer is
It's Chrysler. Okay, so I'm wrong. But I am going to end up with 46 grand. So I have a 20-game winning total of $646,000. All I need now is 54 grand and I'll break $700,000. And I'm going to see you all for that next video, everybody.